The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Get the $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at Underdog Fantasy with the promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It is currently Friday morning, June 27th, around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm Rose episode of Sky Reichel. Once again, joined by Adam Rosenberg together and break down our props for the Friday card. Adam, how's it going with you? What's up?
I'm very excited that you'll be joining my pod in 2 hours.
I'm scheduling around it. That's why I'm doing WNBA early today, because I'm trying to make sure I'm done before that show. So,
what a son you are.
Yeah, I do my best. But there are like 5 WNBA games, so Terrell and I are going to be recording like 20 minutes early just to make sure that we finish on time. So,
cool.
Yep, should be a pretty fun morning for me. I'm also going to be editing the premiere podcast for Mal, because I think Baz is unavailable. So I'm recording another podcast that I haven't edited in probably a year at this point. So it's going to be keeping me busy this morning. But how's it going with you?
Good. We didn't turn in things around. 2-2 in the last pod. That Muncie find was great. So I mean, it was a cash by the 4th inning. So anyway, no, we're in good shape. There's a lot of stuff I like today. Colby telling us how handsome we are. It's distracting. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm good. I got a couple things I like. I'm gonna search for another DP, because I know folks like that stuff.
Yeah, I got some pressure on myself. I've been undefeated for 3 straight episodes. I got to push last episode because Goldschmidt didn't play. Classic story of my life, picking people who don't play. But I went 2-0-1. The home run parlay fade got there, which was pretty fun. And I ended up also winning the Fetty fade because Fetty is not very good, and the Cubs killed him. So I can't complain there. But before we get into any of the props here for the Friday card, a reminder that we also have a brand new contest on the network, because if you want to try out NASCAR, they have an in-season tournament, and we're running a free contest. Head over to sportsgamepodcast.com/NASCAR contest for a chance to win a $2 gift card, and make sure to subscribe to the NASCAR Gambling Podcast. Anyway, time to move on into the actual props for the card today. Adam, for starters, what's going to be the first prop you like to share with the class?
We're going to go for the Angels, who are super hot as a team, but guess who's not really hot?
I have no idea.
Mike Trout.
Yeah.
We're going to go under his total bases. By the way, it's kind of wild. Tells you everything you need to know about Angels on TP. Yeah. It tells you I have a lot of action in this game. The fact that Mike Trout bats cleanup, or
he's around there, but he's been really, really bad for the last
right. But
weeks.
So the fact that he does, and his over 1.5 bases is bases even money, it just tells you everything about it. But anyway, point is, one, this is a rhythm power trend, which, by the way, those things are killing. Like I'm able to buy like a second circa entry because you bailed on doing any of it.
You sent me a screenshot last night. What were they, like 36 and like 18 or something? It was like something
I can
insane.
tell you right now, like, so there, let me just, I have it tracked, but it's like, it's absurd. And that was with a bad day too. We had a bad day a couple of days. Okay. So over the last month, 28 and 12 plus 16 units with a 44% ROI. If you play them the way that you and I play them, which is
we throw some parlays in for the juice stuff.
Yeah, if it's juice, just parlay to things. And these aren't dumb angles. It's not like we're saying, oh yeah, that's a little iffy, I'm gonna take it. No, man, it's literally 75% of the time on a 250 hitter, he's not going to hit the ball, or he's not going to hit the ball twice. Anyway, point is, Mike Trout under 1.5 bases, minus 120. He hasn't done this since June 19th against the Yankees. He gets Jake Irvin, and he's at home. Let's see, his last 20 games, he's only done this. He's under this in 16 of his last 20 games. It's minus 120. This is a great price for Mike Trout, who also, by the way, gets walked most of the time.
He does.
Let's be very clear here. And that number is plus money. That might be in our parlay. I think yeah. So plus 115. It's a great price. Anyway, point is, Trout under 1.5 bases, minus 120.
Yeah, I did notice that on Power Trends last night, so I did recognize that. But either way, point is, Trout has been a mess lately, so I do think it's more of a name brand bias why his lines are so cheap towards the under. They shouldn't be. He's been really bad. It should be more expensive. Moving on to my first prop for the card on Friday, I'm going to go with Mel Kelly. I'll go with over 5.5 strikeouts at -115. He's had at least 6 strikeouts in 9 straight starts. He's also faced off against this Miami team already this season. Struck out 9 batters. It was back in April, but still. Miami, still not that good. We know Kelly does go distance in pretty much all of his outings, and I do think he should go well here. You're looking at an offense that strikes out, maybe not a ton, but they still strike out. And Kelly's been, I'd say, underrated in this area for most of the season because his numbers at 5.5. He has gone over in 9 straight starts. I think it's a good spot. You could argue maybe it's a trap line, but I do think -115 is a good deal when he already struck out 9 against this team a couple months ago. Give me Mel Kelly. Not going to overthink it. Give me the over 5.5 strikeouts at -115. That's my first play.
I don't love it that much because of the K rates on the Marlins, but I would do Dane Myers' first appearance K.
After he slammed the bat down, broke it, and had a temper tantrum against the Cubs?
I didn't even see that, but it's just sort of, I know that I don't have it set up so we can't see the screen share. Or actually, we don't have time for this because you have more pods. But anyway, the point is, it's there's last 30 plate appearances, 4 guys, there's enough targets,
yeah,
but it's right on the edge. What'd you say the price was?
-115.
Yeah, it's fine.
For 5.5.
It's fine. It's a strong not love because I just love to see, but Dane Myers Dane Myers and Jesus Sanchez should both be pretty aggressive targets here. I would say Dane Myers' first plate appearance K is probably a real good one. He is, oh my goodness, last 5 games he's batting 143. He's got a K rate of 22.7%. He's not so. Dane Myers to get out in his first plate appearance is pretty good, or maybe an under hits type of thing. That's a good pivot on that too.
Yeah, I think that Kelly, his outs were at 18.5, and I'm assuming he's going to be around that number anyway.
I like the under in this game for what it's
worth. You give me a strikeout per inning, I'm fine. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So I'll go with Kelly, who's been good to me so far this season. Bit of bias. Some guys have been making us money all year, and there's no reason to suddenly lose faith in them.
No.
Kelly's been good to me, so I'll go back to him in the spot. Anyway, moving on to your second prop on the card. What do you like?
See Mr. DJ over here asking about it, but I like Jose Berrios over 17.5 outs. I know that you have a Berrios play on your card that you're going to talk about too. He's a workhorse. Yes. There's only a couple guys on the Jays. Gausman has 90 innings, and then there's nobody on that team who's pitched a lot of innings this year. And so it's really important that they get innings out of guys when they can. And Jose Berrios has always been able to do that. He's also got pretty good, I would call it, work history against Boston. Mm-hmm. He's look, first of all, in his last 10 road games, he's over this in 7 of his last 10. In his last 10 games overall, he's over this in 8 of his last 10. And against the I was about to say the Bruins, but against the Red Sox, 3 straight that he's over this. He's also over this in his last 2 road starts against the team. So he knows, and the good thing about him is that even if he gives up, like Berrios is the kind of pitcher that they're just if he gives up 4 runs or whatever, they're going to keep him in and they're going to let him do it. He went against he had, I guess, against he's had multiple times where he gave up 5 runs and he still went 6 innings. It's they'll just do it because they don't have enough guys that are getting stuff here. Plus Boston off a West Coast road trip. I know that they had an off day and they're not hitting well right now. So hopefully it allows him to keep his pitch count down.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go, actually, I got a delay on my play for the ad read, but I think that Berrios should be in a decent spot. I do want to ask you, though, because Gausman went 8 innings yesterday, and they only used 1 reliever. Does that matter at all to you that the entire bullpen is basically available for this matchup?
Because the bullpen, because it doesn't, because let me just pull it up so that I can show you it. But
Gausman was so good yesterday, by the way. He was so good.
Yeah, no. He's the only one who's eating innings on that team is the problem. And so, if you go to here, relief innings pitched, they've pitched 305 relief innings this year. It's the 9th most. So. And if you go to their teams, if you just go to the Blue Jays and we look at just players, let's look at starting pitchers. Okay. So Berrios has 95 innings. Gausman has 95 innings. Bassett has 92 innings. The next closest It's Bowden Francis at 64.
And he
so like they just got these guys have to keep eating these innings.
Yeah. No, you could be right. I was just asking because I know that Bassett did pitch very well. Or not Bassett, sorry, Gausman pitched very well yesterday.
Yeah. It's not a team. That's not a team where I worry about it. Because, like, look, this is the Phillies did the same. The Phillies had 3 straight games where all their pitchers went distance. They barely used the bullpen. I think it's great because it's going to be okay for Abel today. But this Blue Jays team has such a problem on Lauer and Francis being the back end of that rotation that if you can get innings out of guys, just get them.
Yeah, no, I can get that. I just wanted to throw that out there. Before I get into my second prop for the show, a reminder, they're brought to you by MyBookie. Whose bookie?
MyBookie.
So MyBookie is the place for every sport. They have the MLB cards, they have WNBA, they have golf, they have football futures. They're also available to ton of locations. Use crypto for deposits, fast payouts when you sign up there for your account. Use the code SGPN to get a 100% match up to 1K. Terms and conditions MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Circa, because Circa is still hosting their contest, the Ultimate Fantasy Football Giveaway, for a 12-person league to draft Vegas, which like VIPs for their stay. Get a limo ride from the airport, a 5K Tapper Stadium swim, and always will stay for you and your loving league mates. Always get 15% off everything at Circa Properties with code SGP15. Last chance to enter, though, the contest at sportsgamblingpodcast.com or Circa, at sportsgamblingpodcast.com / CIRCA. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through the first couple props on the card. Time to move on into my second prop. Coincidentally, also going to be Jose Berrios. Give me the under 2.5 earned runs at plus 100. He's allowed less than 2 earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. That's less than 2 earned runs. I need less than 3 in this one. He's also been great historically against the Red Sox. You mentioned from an innings perspective. I'll mention from an efficiency perspective, because he's allowed less than 3 earned runs in 4 straight starts against the Red Sox. Boston has also been pretty bad lately, scoring 2 runs in each of the last 2 games. They got swept by the Angels in their last series. The point is, Boston has been pretty underwhelming lately. They've scored less than 5 runs in 11 of their last 13 games. They've scored less than 5 runs in 5 straight home games. They've not really been hitting lately. Berrios has been quite good against this team in years past. And you mentioned the distance. I'll mention the actual numbers. I think Berrios shoves in this matchup. So I think we're on the same page, but from slightly different angles. Boston's offense, after trading Devers, though, just does not have many guys that scare me in this lineup. Bregman's going to be still out, I think, till the All-Star break, it was announced. Devers, of course, is gone. What do they have in this lineup that you're really scared by? Not much.
No, and I also think Cora's about to get fired.
He could be potentially, but the point is, I'm looking at this lineup. You're throwing out Story every day. Sure. You're throwing out, occasionally, Romy Gonzalez and some other guys.
Romy Gonzalez is a joke, man.
The lineup just isn't any good. And you have a bunch of young guys. You're trying to throw in Roman Anthony out there also, who's been pretty underwhelming. You demoted Campbell. I don't know what you have in this lineup. You have a bunch of nothing for a decent portion of it. So I don't like this Red Sox lineup. I do think it's a good spot for Berrios. I'll back him based on his numbers against the Red Sox and his numbers lately. I'll go with Berrios as well. Give me Berrios under 2.5 earned runs at plus 100. I love the price. I think plus 100 is a great deal. I'll take that as my second prop for the show. So there you go.
I think it's it. I mean, the weather's nicer here.
We finally have come down from the heat wave on the East Coast, so it should be a bit more.
The weather's good. I mean, it's also it's just.
I thought about the outs with you, by the way, but that plus 100 price tag on the under, I thought was just too good to pass up.
It's the same. I mean, the thing is just that someone said it in the chat. He either gets blown up, he would have to get massively blown up.
Yeah.
For this, I've literally watched Jose Berrios give up 6 runs and then he's still eating outs. So if you look let me just see. When he gave up 6 and then what? He gave up 6 and he gave up 6 and he didn't do it. And then he's had 1 bad outing in the last month. He's been fine. And gave up 1 in May. He gave up 5 in May and only went 16.
I just think this Boston offense is being priced incorrectly. They're not any good.
Well, their pricing is Jose Berrios against a left-handed hitter in a short ballpark.
Well, who's the left-hand? I mean, I guess, but they have no Devers anymore, which is a big piece of that lineup.
No, but they have Jared
and Abreu's still dead as well, so they don't have many.
Abreu's playing today.
Oh, he's back? My bad.
Yeah, Abreu's been back for a little bit.
My bad.
It's just not. We don't have to go in. It's It's a good Berrios spot. It's also just it's a bad travel spot for Boston. Like they're off a West Coast trip, and the Jays played yesterday in Cleveland. Like I think it's a good Jays spot.
Yeah, so there you go. We're both going to be on Berrios. Forgot, though, that Berrios did come back about a week ago. Anyway, a point is, moving on to your third prop on the show. What do you like?
Back to this Angels game. Our guy, the DP god, Jose Soriano. He does a lot of things well. He's been elite at a couple things lately. And one of those things has been Ks, but I'm not taking it. The take is under Ks. This is not a good K matchup for our boy Jose Soriano, who I still think the Braves should trade for, but neither here nor there.
Toronto might want to trade for him.
So pivoting also, like, I think Toronto's going to try to find somebody, has to try to find somebody within because they can't buy. They need to and they would have to overpay, and they have really good prospects. So anyway, point is, I think this number's he's not a strikeout guy. I think this number's a little bit inflated by the fact that he had 12 against the A's.
I was going to say he has been recently, but that's not his MO.
Usually. Yeah. The A's were in the middle of that like turnstile that they were doing. There are 12 of them, 10 against Houston, which has been striking out a lot. And the Yankees, if you go to this, this Nats team, like this Nats team only has 3 guys that have K rates above 25%. Everyone else like is just really elite here on this. They just don't, this team doesn't K a lot. Which I love for the DP. That DP is minus 140, so I'm gonna be parlaying that with another one. But anyway, give me our guy Jose Soriano. I got this at I got it at minus 125. Under 5.5 strikeouts, because other than this last 3 games, he has only done this 4 times this year, or 4 times in his last 20 this year. With the exception of these last 3 games, he's only done it twice. Once randomly in an 8-5 game against Toronto, and then 9 against Cleveland very early in the season. So yeah, give me under 5.5 for Jose Soriano on this white hot Angels team.
Yeah, it's a solid sell high spot, as Ks are usually like 4.5, and now it's
Ks are usually 4.5.
So yeah, I'm fine.
This is also just like he literally like that's not what he does.
No, he's a ground ball guy.
He's a ground ball guy. That's why he's got 19 double plays.
Yeah. So definitely can get behind that selling high on the strikeouts for Soriano. For my last prop on the show, I am going to go with a Brewers batter, actually. Milwaukee's been good offensively. The Rockies can't pitch. Freeland's back. Will he pitch well? Probably not. Just throwing it out there. We don't really know officially, but probably not. So either way, he's off the IL. Probably shouldn't go well. I'm going to go with Caleb Durbin. I'm going to go with this over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 115. Brewers have scored at least 8 runs in 5 of their last 7 games. One exception was against Skeens, who they still scored 4 runs against, which is definitely impressive. Team's been hitting, and Durbin's been very good. He's had at least 2 HRR in 9 of his last 10 games. Freeland's pitching for Colorado. Durbin does have a 304 batting average and a 360 on base against lefties this season. He's been good, bottom of the lineup, but that doesn't really matter too much because the entire Milwaukee offense is hitting right now. But I do like Colorado in a fade aspect, obviously. And Freeland is off the IL. He's not been good this season anyway. Durbin's good against lefties. Good enough for me. Give me Caleb Durbin over 1.5 HRR at minus 115. So that's my thought. He's good against lefties, and Freeland stinks. So
well, it's Freeland.
Compared to the rest of that rotation,
he's also
fine,
not at home. But yes. I mean, it's. I think it should be fine.
Milwaukee's offense though has been rolling lately. I'll back part of it.
Yeah.
So there you
go. Freeland's expected ERA on the road is way worse than his home ERA. Yeah. Well, that his actual ERA is. His other stuff is pretty good. Yeah, it's fine. It's not. It's a like.
He's also right off the IL, so I'm not sure how sharp he's going to look too. But the point is, I think it's a good number for an offense that's been rolling, and Durbin's been great too. He's gone over this in 9 of the last 10. It's minus 115. I think it's kind of appealing for that price. So I'll go with that as well. Anyway, time to move on.
He's had a big week. Him, Joey Ortiz, and Sal Frelick have had really good weeks,
and they all bat again. They all bat like right around each other. So that's the bottom of the order that's been really picking up.
They've been really good. They've been really good this week.
I'll go with that. I do want to ask you though, as always, what are your DP options for the card today?
All right, so the one DP we're gonna definitely do. We're gonna parlay the Angels with the Cubs, and it should be around 2-1. And a lot of you are like, well, why are we doing this with the Cubs? And the Cubs don't generally do a lot of DPs. Well, the thing is that the Astros ground into a ton of them. Cade Horton's been pretty good about keeping the ball on the ground because he doesn't really strike guys out. So I like this. I like this a fair amount. So I parlayed those two. What I'm trying to do is the last 7 days. Let's see. The Reds have been kind of going into a bunch of. I like the Reds today, so I don't know if I totally want to do this, but let's see if I can find you guys one more. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, wait, this is so the Reds are playing the Padres, and the Padres have been grounding into a ton of those lately. But let's see who's starting for the Padres today. Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me just see what
Martinez is a good ground ball guy, but
Martinez is a good ground ball guy too. Padres return double plays plus 110, and the Reds have 7 in their last week. Right before that, so they have 11 in their last 15, 7 in their last week. I think I could possibly get behind this. Let me just see. Cease likes to throw. I mean, the Padres team just loves to induce ground balls, so I'm not like super worried about it. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do bonus one, and it's at plus money. Hard to say no to this one, but Padres to turn a double play is 110. So let's do it.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Are we talking? We can talk about rhythm.
Well, I was going to save that for the read, but I was wondering if there's anything else you want to share before we get into the read.
No. I like.
I
don't know. Just Scott will be on my show at 12 today on Dad's Bet Baseball talking about the NL West because I made him do it.
We're going to try to. It's going to be mostly jokes.
It's going to be mostly jokes.
Keep that in mind. But either way,
yeah. So by the way, 2 DPs, Padres to turn a DP, and an Angels parlay. Angels turn DP parlayed with the Cubs to turn a DP because the Cubs are playing. What was the comment that I had? I said the Cubs are playing somebody that I thought mattered. The Astros who just hemorrhaged them.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, time to move on into our best bets. Before getting to that, actually, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor, which is Iron Fantasy, because they're doing Best Ball Mania, which is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball's the best way to play fantasy football. Underdog's also a great place to play Pick'em. Sign up for your new account with the code MLB SGPN to get a special back end first time that offer up to $1K in bonus cash on fantasy promo code MLB SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, because Rhythm has dropped a game-changing feature called Power Trends. Add detected patterns Rhythm's models have consistently have a high ROI. Power Trends are updated daily, exclusive to Rhythm. No touts, no noises, clean dead-back picks. Adam, I know you mentioned Trout before. What is another power trend that Rhythm is recommending today?
Oh, look, guys, I know that we talk about different products and things like that here, but Rhythm's worth it on its own just to get access to this. So these aren't also crazy things that it tells us to do. It's like, hey, Mike Trout's doing it. These are great. So it likes
we keep parlaying Jacob Wilson under one net.
Jacob Wilson is a power trends god.
It's like minus 200 and change, but we just parlay it with something else.
Great. It's great. I'm not making this up, guys. It's great. So Jacob Wilson. By the way, this guy is reminding me. Do we have time for you and I to do King of the Diamond real quick with them after this?
Yeah. I mean, we have a little bit of time. I've got about 10 minutes.
So. I'll just tell people what to do for King of the Diamond. That's it. Okay. So if you want 2 to parlay, I mean, they don't like Willie or they don't like a Abreu here today. But let me just see. I mean, that Trout one is fantastic in my opinion. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I actually think Abreu may randomly sneak one over the fence. Let's see. Okay, so this one I can always get behind this. Jarren Duran under 1.5 hits. He just doesn't. He just
you can
doesn't
parlay that with Wilson hits if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it actually. Jarren Duran under 1.5 hits, which is, let's do it right here. Gonna do it right now. Under 1.5 hits, and we're gonna parlay that one with another power trend that is Jacob Wilson under 1.5 hits. And that will probably give us, let's find it right now.
It's gonna be plus money, but
yeah, they're only worth taking at their plus money. Let's see. Under. Oh my God, he's so great. He's so good to us.
mm-hmm.
Here it is. Done. Wish my ESPN account wasn't cooked. There's that. There's this. The Soriano bases. All right, we got. Oh, this is great. We're gonna do this. So it's like plus 104.
Okay.
Two guys for Jarren Duran, who in his last 20 games has only had 2 hits twice, and Jacob Wilson, who in his last 10 games has only had 2 hits twice. I love it.
Plus money. So there you go.
Even money to parlay those 2 guys.
Yep, we'll go with that. But a reminder, if you want to also try it out for free for a week, you download the app, check out Power Trends, start betting, use the 7-day free trial. Go to sportsgamepodcast.com/rhythm to get your 7-day free trial. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through our props for the show. Time to move on into the best bet segment. Adam, what's your favorite prop out of everything you mentioned?
Probably Trout, man. Trout under the bases.
Okay, so for my best,
I see the outlier shout out. I ran all their baseball stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. Like, if this is coming from someone, I helped build their baseball products. So you guys, I know what I'm talking about.
That's what Handygraphs is doing right now.
That's what Handygraphs is doing right now.
Got it, the Handygraphs. I'm torn between Durbin and Berrios for my favorite two, because the plus 100 price tag is very appealing on Berrios, but Durbin's been really good lately. I mean, I don't need an excuse to fade the Rockies pitching staff, but I'll just go with the Durbin one. He's been very good. Give me Durbin over 1.5 HRR at minus 115. Over 9 of the last 10. Milwaukee scored 8+ runs in 5 of the last 7, and Durbin's been mashing against lefties so far this season. Give me Durbin over the 1.5 HRR as my best bet. Now it's time for Underdog. We can recycle some stuff if you want to, or we can go with something that we haven't really talked about yet. Anything you want to talk about?
No. Hold on. I have hold on 1 second. Let me just see. I'm trying to build around and see what I have in here, because there's a lot of stuff that we do like. Let's see. Okay, so we could take some of the. Oh, did we win something?
What?
I have bonus money in here. That's why I'm like, how
Nice.
do we have this? All right. I think we both agree we like Berrios, right?
Yeah, we do. What, do you want fantasy score or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know the actual fantasy score procedure, so I don't know if he does.
I'm looking at it right now. Like, a win is worth 5. Quality start is 5 points.
I was wondering though, like,
I
I don't know how many strikeouts he's going to get. Boston though has also been kind of a turn style lately. Yeah. Didn't Kikuchi strike out like 12 guys?
Yeah, but that's a lefty.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they have been striking out a ton lately. So I'm saying he should have a decent amount of strikeouts to add to the fantasy score. So I'm fine with that.
I think it's a great spot. So let's do the higher on the fantasy score there. What else do you want to do?
I'm assuming we're not going to recycle anything we already talked about. So let me just quickly see.
No, let's not recycle stuff that we already bet. We could throw a power trend in there that's been doing well. We could just do Jacob Wilson. Let's see what's tops on this list actually right now, because like the cool thing about power trends is that it changes all the time.
Okay.
Tyler Freeman's a bum. We could take him. He's a power trend.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Said before, I don't need an excuse to fade a Rockies guy, so that's fine.
Okay, so we got those two. What else? What did make your cut?
I thought about potentially fading O'Neill, but I ended up not fading him. But I never know where he's batting in the order anymore.
I mean, I like the Pirates today, so I don't know about that.
Okay.
So I don't want to.
Didn't make the cut, so it's fine.
No, I just also like the Pirates. Like, the Pirates are priced to win this game today. So it didn't make my cut, but I was trying to find a way to back Mick Abel today. I think that
wouldn't it be the under-earned runs because he's probably going like 5 innings tops?
No, not necessarily, but I like the over Ks.
It's at 3.5.
Dude, Paul Blackburn had 6 Ks against the Braves. And
yeah, he has gone under in 4 straight, but I do think Atlanta.
It's 3.5, man.
It's 3.5.
Just like
I can get behind that. That's
it's
fine.
just yeah, it's just really low. Like the thing is that he also doesn't actually. You know what I would do? He doesn't really walk anybody, and the Braves don't really walk a lot. I would do is lower than 1.5 walks.
Sure, throw it in there.
He doesn't go far.
It's plus money too, plus 110.
Yeah, I like that.
Sure, let's do it.
And it makes this 5.17.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so we got Jose Berrios higher 27.5 fantasy points. Mick Abel lower 1.5 walks allowed. Tyler Freeman lower 1.5 total bases. That's a power trend.
There you go. That's going to wrap it up, though, for the Underdog entry. Going to wrap it up for the show. A reminder, we're back once again for the prop show on Monday. I'll be back later going solo for another MLB show. 3rd straight solo show for me, happening later on today. Find me on Twitter.
And come to my show. And
I'll be on your show, too. So I'm not a dad, but I bet baseball. That's close enough. Point is, I'll find me on Twitter, Reichel Radio. Find him on Twitter, @HeyRosenberg. Until next time, good luck to